Your phone and call somebody. What do you think would happen if you called somebody that you're supposed to call and they just didn't pick up? What will happen to you? Nothing. What do you think if you called and they said they didn't have time to talk to you? You'd still go off the call, but you will have still called them. Get that phone and call. So let me give you this real experience that happened to me. So I went online. I was on TikTok scrolling. I was scrolling my phone. And then as I was scrolling, I saw a lady advertising items on her TikTok page. But of course, I could understand she was Nigerian. Her accent was Nigerian, and basically everything was Nigerian. And I don't know what went to my head. I just got my phone and I called her. So I called her. So when I called her, the company is called Balloon Planet, Nigeria. So I call her and I'm on this WhatsApp call and then it goes through and then somebody receives on the other end. And what started as just a random call, we ended up having a conversation for 1 hour. In fact, we talked, went on video. I was able to show her what I do. But in this conversation, she gave me lots of insights on actually the way I do business and how business should be done. I got to learn she's a professional accountant. She has been in the events industry for about 15 years. And she gave me a lot of valuable information. And some information was very valuable for me, especially when I was going for my trip in China. Because by the time I called her, I was planning to go for a trip, and she gave me a lot of insights that when I did that, I really didn't make lots of mistakes when I landed in China. And that one phone call changed the way I saw things. I'm like, what would have happened if I'd not called? In fact, in our conversation, she actually said that one thing she learned from my conversation is that don't be afraid to make that phone call. And that was a pivotal point in the way things were being done for me now. Also, as a person trying to master sales, I've now used the same strategy in my sales tactics. Of late, I'll find people that I need to call, especially those that I feel like qualify, and I'll just get my list and update it here and say I need to call the following numbers, and I make those calls. And I can tell you, if I have a list of about 15 or 20 people I intend to call, probably half of them or 70%, they actually pick up the call. If they don't pick up the call, they actually call me back. If they don't call me back, they actually probably send a message and ask. And in most cases, I've had wonderful conversations, and these conversations give me feedback. Sometimes I call somebody and I'm telling them about the products I'm selling, and they tell you whether they've heard about you or not. I've been able to send out samples to people from these conversations. I've been able to actually get real-time advice where somebody tells you, what you're doing is this, I think you should be doing this, I think I'm not the right person to be contacted, you should contact these people. And it has become one way of me actually making lots of sales and building lots of networks and connections. And I'm just not doing this for business. I'm also doing it for people I want to bring into my network. I'm doing it on my LinkedIn because a lot of people have their LinkedIn and some people have attached their contacts. But over time, I developed and said I need to find a group of people I need to create as a network. And using the same thing, I've actually made calls, and actually people have picked up my calls and they've talked to me and we have actually shared, and they're like, yeah, it was nice of you to call. So nothing will happen if you make that call. The best people will do is switch you off. The best people will do is say, oh, I can't talk to you right now. It won't take anything away from you. Please make that call. But before you make that call, these are 3 things I think you should actually consider before you make that call. These ones I didn't know in the start, but now as I'm improving, I'm trying to make sure that I do them in the right way possible. Number 1, make your opening very, very, very nice and intentional. Okay, you're not going to call somebody and just probably sell to them immediately, right? Show that you know what they do, at least introduce something about their business, or tell them where I actually got their contact and why you're actually calling. That is 1. Number 2, timing is very key. Most of the calls that I've made during the evening hours, afternoons, evenings, have turned out not to really work so well for me, especially in the evening time, 3 p.m. going up. but calls I've made between 10 a.m. to midday, those ones, somehow, I don't know what has happened, they always turn out to be so great for me. So timing actually matters, and don't be a creep. When somebody says they don't want to talk, don't over insist. And then lastly, just pick up the phone and just call. Nothing is going to happen to you. I think I want to make a call. I've seen one person I really love so much, though he's in the US. I've seen this guy called Gary V. He put his number direct on his TikTok. And why do you think he put his number there? To be called. And why don't you call him? I think I am going to call Gary V. And if I think this idea actually has come out well. I should be able to call Gary V off like a live session, and to see if I can actually he picks my number. Just call, and people will pick your call.